laying it up. You keep it laying it up. Yeah.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I am Shane Davis.
And I am Brandon Fountain, and we are the Controlled Burn.
And this guy right here, I don't know if you guys have met him yet, he's Matthew Phillips. He is our fearless leader at OKCTL and the sole benefactor of the Controlled Burn. We are coming at you on the last day of the year. Happy New Year, guys. How's it going?
Happy New Year. Yeah. Because when you see this, it'll be...
You're already on your phone. We ain't made it 45 seconds and you're on your phone?
My sound off, okay? And we're good.
So it's the last day of the year. It's been not the best year, I'd say, in Oklahoma cannabis.
But things are looking up.
We had a meeting earlier today. Literally in that meeting, randomly, haven't talked to this former customer in months. It just started texting and messaging me about how bad of a year it's been for him. And I was like, oh, man, okay. It's not great, but it could be worse.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, there was just a lot of interference from outside. I'm not going to say things out of your people's controls because a lot of them were in their control. It was just, quite a bit of hurdles, and people just didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
But, some of it was just flat ass. They weren't able to. Like, they got to where they were at without having to do it. And when it became something that they had to do, it was nearly impossible. Or the revenue didn't support what it would cost or something like that,
Right.
They'd already paid the price for several years, and now they're being hit with, hey, let's spend another $100,000 to get our facility up to
go ahead.
Whatever the case may be.
We were looking earlier, and just out of curiosity, I was like, how many actual compliance companies are there out there? There's, less than 10, I would say, and I think we'd be stretching to try to get to that. And if you take, let's call it 7, those 7 compliance companies that are out there, there's not enough time in the day for them to make sure you are doing everything right, you're legal, and you're not going to catch a hell of a fine when you get that inspection. So there's just not, because to your point, Brandon, sometimes that price tag just doesn't make sense to whatever whatever revenue's coming in. But let's be fair. That's an excuse. Like it's like we know another guy that had dispensaries and they were shut down, and it was a tax issue. And it was like, I either could pay my employees or pay these taxes. So I chose to look out for my people. And I'm like, that's actually pretty backwards. Like, you fucked everybody by doing it that way. Like, that's a cool thing to say, but
you fucked everybody by giving them a paycheck, their last paycheck, effectively.
Yeah, right.
In the moment, that pressure is tough. Like,
No,
I'm not making any excuses, but that pressure comes down to, like, what's the worst evil? Like, letting down all your people, maybe they can't pay their mortgages, whatever, or taking a gamble and saying, hey, I'm going to pay that late.
Yeah.
But then one late payment becomes 2 late payments, and then it becomes 3 late payments, and then you're out of options. No,
it stacks up against you, and better than me and Brandon do by far the pressure that comes with that. The things that we do, they're not cheap. The overhead to keep everything running, it's not, we know processors that have a space that are as big as this studio or smaller, with, a 1 or 2 man crew doing it all themselves. We can't do that with what we do.
No, there's different skills to every business, and you find your sweet spot. And sometimes you got to change positions as well. Sometimes you start out as a bigger company, and then you got to shrink down and become what I commonly refer to as lean and mean.
Lean and mean, baby. Yeah. That's me. That's how people describe me.
You getting there, big dog.
Yeah, you definitely getting there.
You've been losing weight.
You walked in the other day. I gave you a compliment. I was like, man, what happened to the other 40 pounds that you had last week?
Are we just making shit up for the air? Hell yeah.
No,
that happened.
You're losing.
I definitely complimented you the other day. I have witnesses. Ashley, Amy, there were many witnesses.
It doesn't count if you pay their paychecks, okay? It means less.
I don't know. I think it still counts.
No, I like what you said there, though. I mean, it's sometimes there's not a win or there's not a good answer. There's in the stress and pressure, we all fall under this, in, like you said, at different levels and different scales. How do you, like, mentally, how do you cope with that? Like, I'm going to remind you, we are on a podcast. We're going to put this out in the world. So, but I'm just curious on that, because you do, I do from afar get to watch you make these decisions that I'm like, fuck, man. Like, sometimes it all sucks.
A way to put me on the spotlight.
I know, man. I know.
I think.
Sorry.
If it's masturbation, just say it.
No.
That's my go-to.
I think at the end of the day, you have to use the information you have to make the best decision you can make. And then once you make that decision, you have to live with it. And I think making the decision that you can live with is the hard part.
Right.
Living with it is a little easier.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So coping with it isn't necessarily the issue. It's making that decision in the first place. Once you get to the point where you're making a decision that you can't live with, then you got bigger problems. But I mean, at the end of the day, you do have to sit back and realize, what really defines who you are as a person. It's not your failures.
Right.
So we can't all be perfect. We're going to make mistakes. I've made my fair share. I've made bad decisions. I've made good decisions. That can't be what defines me. It's how I handle what the outcome was after the fact.
So no, you can't curl up into a ball and die or put your head in the sand. Like you actually have to make those calls.
Yeah.
And that's it's cool to see, in a sense. Like I've managed a lot of places and I've had to let people go, and it sucks, man. Like every time, there's maybe one time out of dozens of times that I've had to let people go that I was like, thrilled with it. Yeah. But whether they suck or they're great or whatever, it's a shitty conversation. But that's such a small, comparing, I guess, to making, business decisions.
It's definitely not the right way to be, but like people specifically, like I've always taken the approach that, no matter what the situation is, if I have to let go an employee, I failed as a leader. Whether that's failing to fix the business so I could keep them, whether that's failing to lead them in a way that made them the employee that we needed them to be, whether that is whatever the case may be. I wasn't good enough, so I failed them, which is why I had to fire them. And that's not totally fair to myself, so I'm definitely not encouraging other people to take that mentality. But that is something I've definitely always struggled with. And I think somebody once told me maybe me firing that person is what's holding them back from the next great thing in their life.
That's a good way to look at it. Like
don't start looking at that. That's not always true.
Well, it's the ones that, like,
you just don't want me looking at you when I'm thinking about
right,
it.
Exactly.
I'm holding you back, Brandon. Gotta let you fly, brother.
If it ever comes down to that with you guys, I will most definitely tell you that in the exit.
I tell you what.
I'm gonna throw.
I just don't want to hold you back, Brandon. I really need to see you flap your wings.
I'm gonna throw up on the table while it happens. I'm gonna lose it.
No. No,
so,
I think
No, go ahead, please.
It's you're not wrong though. This has been a rough year. You always, as a business owner, you sit back and you think about what have you accomplished in the last year. What's been good, what's been bad, what's been hard, what's been fun. And this is a year that I definitely don't want a photo album from.
Right.
Like I don't want to remember it. I don't want to think back on it. In fact, I don't even really want to process 2025 at all. Like, let's just skip right over that time and let's move on to 2026. So
no, I in which you guys, my situation. I've got, a whole litter of children. Like I'm so ready to be out of this holiday mode, and everybody's mentality will shift come this Monday.
For sure.
And I'm here for it. I'm ready. I want to get stuff going. We've got some pretty cool ideas moving into 2026. They're not quite ready to
for sure
get sent out there, but
There's some cool things cooking.
I'm pretty stoked, man. Like there's as much as the negative, because that's, you don't want to sit there and live in that pity party negative. Like it's, everybody's hurting. In our industry, you hear that a lot when you have those conversations. It's, we're all dying out here. I'm like, that's not necessarily true. A lot of us are having a hard time, but
not everybody's thriving. But that doesn't mean everybody's dying.
Right. And then there's a big difference in that. And there's a path. If you've made it this far, I mean, especially if you've been here since day one, like you have been through some shit. Yeah.
Unless you're a shitty, shady lab, then you can kiss off. But
no, y'all can go eat shit. But
clip that.
Yeah, right. right. We got some fans out there. I appreciate y'all. Y'all keep me motivated. I'm thinking 2026. With Donald Trump just signing to reschedule cannabis. Which I know all of that takes some time. It's not. I mean, he signed the paperwork, so I guess it's official, but it's not.
It's kind of like a policy directive, right? So it's not an actual change. He just directed the policymakers to make the change.
Gotcha.
So it's still they have to go through an administrative process to actually change the scheduling. Does it make it official? No. Is it increase the likelihood of it happening? Yes. Could it take 3 months to a year to 3 years? Yeah.
Well, the way I understood it's definitely happening because he did it, but it's just a matter of how long it takes for him to make the wheels turn.
The only thing that could stop it is, from my understanding, the only thing that could stop it is a court challenge.
Like Supreme
not
Court?
Necessarily. I don't know what level, but if somebody sues, and a lot of these federal judges here recently have definitely been kicking some things out. So
I don't see that one getting wheeled back.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird one to get wheeled back. I think both sides are relatively open to it. I don't want to get too much into red versus blue, but I think it'll be fine.
We always do. It's all right.
Yeah, I mean, most of the judges that throw things out tend to be more on the Democratic side, and I think Democratic Party generally supports cannabis more than Republicans, so I just don't see much happening here. And I know there's a lot of people out there who think Schedule 3 could really hurt us, and then there's a lot of us who are pretty neutral. I definitely tend to be on the pretty neutral side. Like, I think it opens up for some new opportunities, banking potential, all kinds of tax relief and things like that, potentially. I'm not even going to say it's guaranteed.
Right. That's the weird thing is nobody, because I would say the majority are like, oh, we're all dead. You know, this is the end of the world. But I'm starting to kind of, hear just more thought out opinions on it. Yeah. And I feel like you just kind of hit it. Like, I think it's going to create a lot of opportunity if you know how to seize that opportunity.
And I think a lot of people are fearful of the federal involvement. Like, is this going to get rid of the state program? Is it now going to be regulated by the DEA and FDA? Are we going to have to do drug trials and all of this overnight? Right. And the answer is most likely not. I think at the end of the day, it's still going to be left up to the states to regulate today. Now, could they change that 3, 4, 5 years from now? Absolutely.
Right.
100%. But it takes time to develop those laws and pass those laws. And you get to see that happening. It's not just going to be a overnight change.
Do you think it'll ever...
And those agencies need funding to do much. Right. This isn't like they can't just print money anymore. I know that used to happen, but that's a little tougher now.
Do you think, let's fast forward 10 years, do you see a world where people would have to actually go to the doctor, get a cannabis prescription? I've heard people, I'm like, it's too in demand for them to even...
If you want my honest opinion, this is me shooting it straight up honesty. Cannabis will be more like alcohol than a controlled substance. Now, is that 10 years away, 15 years away, 30 years away? I don't know. But I think we'll go more towards cannabis, or we'll go more towards alcohol, tobacco, than we will towards prescription drugs.
Well, and we have liquor stores.
Yeah.
They haven't gone out of business.
Yep. We have smoke shops.
If you're a
Haven't
real
gone out of
drinker,
business.
you
Tobacco
don't buy
can
your
be
booze.
prescribed.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it used to be a cancer.
What?
Doctor
Really?
used to prescribe smoking. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I saw that on a movie once. And it makes sense to me.
No, it makes sense. They both come from the ground.
I thought it was a cancer thing. Maybe I'm totally wrong. I'm
It'd be
probably
hilarious
totally
if it
wrong.
was. Yeah.
I was gonna say, that would be
They was
hilarious.
off.
It would have been
Way off.
nicotine.
Nicotine, yeah.
not.
Well, nicotine is a nootropic. Like
Yeah.
nicotine, like actually does boost brain function and memory retention. Like it's the nicotine part's good. It's all the other bullshit they put in it.
And there's so many things that, in moderation, are just not bad for you. And sometimes, like in the case of nicotine, just nicotine, not all the other shit that they mix with it in cigarettes, but like just nicotine. Some would argue that it's a good thing for your body in moderation. Just nicotine.
No, there's a lot of people out there that
I also
recommend
love nicotine. So.
Well, yeah, but it's kind of like they're actually putting out like real, studies on it now.
Right.
Like it's obviously smoking cigarettes or dipping tobacco is not good for you.
Right.
Like the controlled burn does not advocate for you to go out there and do that. But
It was
But
a
if you
long
do,
time ago
do
is the
Stoker's.
answer ChatGPT just gave me. Tobacco is sometimes used to manage cancer symptoms. But that was
So,
before
relax you.
oncology. That was before, like, we're talking, like, back in the pre-20th century, like, a long time ago. So,
Gotcha.
no haters coming on here
Back when
telling
my
me
grandma
I'm an
was a
idiot.
kid.
I'm definitely don't know what I'm talking about here, so I'm going to shut up about
No,
it.
we never do.
Yeah, it does say just use what me and Shane use and just tell people, don't listen to what we're saying because we're idiots.
Yeah, and if you're listening, and man, especially if you're listening and then you want to talk shit, please, I love it. Like, I'll do it for the whole episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, before this, we were talking about 2025, 2026, something kind of cool that happened in 2025.
Huh.
Y'all launched the control burn.
That's fucking right.
Hey.
That's what my
You know
chat
how long we
GPT
were
told
talking
me
about
that.
this?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Y'all finally.
What date did we launch our first episode?
It was summer, right?
Young Jamie?
Ziggity so. See, young
Damn
Jamie
it.
would have had it. Like
Young Jamie would have
it
known.
was Tuesday.
It was
July
Tuesday,
12th.
July the 12th. I like that.
Yeah. See.
Well, was this the official launch, or was this when we recorded for like 2 months as practice?
I say we go off of the first episode we actually published.
I agree.
Actually published. Yeah, that's
We
good,
need to go.
safe bet.
There's like 4 or 5.
Let's take guesses real quick before she guesses.
I'm thinking
Make 5.
August.
August? I think it was before
No,
August.
I'm saying June. I'm not gonna give you a day, but I'm gonna say June
I'm saying May.
because we started our weight loss competition July 1st. That I dunked on y'all.
No, I'm saying March.
No, it wasn't March.
Think of how many episodes we have. We shoot 4 a month. We missed a few.
D's out here listening, going like, "It's this day, stupids!"
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Hey, by the way, D,
We need to get her on.
had a meeting. Very soon, you will. If you still want us, we're gonna have you on here. I'm super excited.
Better
for it.
damn want us.
Ryan is not invited.
If anybody wants to do some quick math, it was 7 months ago, which would have happened to have been May 23rd, 2025.
Hey, the day before my birthday.
Hey, bye.
Really?
That was the first episode on YouTube. Could have been others, but that was the first one uploaded to YouTube.
We should go back to those like 4 or 5 that we've never published and just find some little. I bet there's some really good nuggets in there.
Well, I was under the impression that it was going to be clipped to be used for various things, but I don't know if that happened.
It'd be cool if we had like a team of people that would like did that. Like
You know?
what
It'd
I
be
mean?
really
Like,
cool.
it'd be sweet if
We got bleeped.
I joke. Okay, so it is the last day of the year. I'm gonna hit us with some nonsense real quick.
It is.
No, this is the stereotypical what you do at the end of the year. New Year's resolutions.
Ah,
What you got, man? You gotta
Here we
you gotta
go.
give us something. Like I know Matthew's gonna hit us
I've been
with a
talking
real
a lot,
cheesy
so
one.
I think it's Brandon's time.
Yeah, Brandon's been over there typing out his novel. He works on his novel. as
I've been
a
watching him
podcast.
take notes. There's nothing actually written, but he's drawn a
Well,
lot.
so
He's
here's-
drawing penises.
No, here's well. So here's the thing. So I I had a dispute with Apple. I'll just leave it at that. And so I had to basically make a new Apple account. And almost every app was either logged in with Google or Apple or something. And the ones that were with Apple, I had to unlink them, relink them to Google, and then, change them.
If I lost my Apple account, I'd go to Android.
Well, let me just tell you, this is how much. That's a lie. I know you wouldn't. But
I don't know,
man, dude. It's so. Let me just tell you.
I've had mine for so long.
Let me tell you how tough it is to change from being in the Apple ecosphere to the Samsung ecosphere. First of all, think of how expensive that's going to be.
Well, yeah, I'd have to buy everything new.
That's what I'm saying. Think
everything.
About you got the Apple, AirPod, HomePod, headphones.
Home accessories, home control.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, oh shit.
Probably even a new vehicle.
Yeah, right.
Everything is Apple. I don't know.
So there was like 3 or 4 apps. One of them just happened to be my dadgum note-taking app. There's not a login for it. All there is there's a backup feature where you can export all your notes. Well, I did that, but apparently I did it early on. So all of my like pre-made podcast note for thing, all my church note format, like everything I had was like set up. So like, when I go to church or get on the podcast, I just go in, I have a master copy, I make a copy, I change the date to today's date, and then I just, that's what I go off of so I can keep my notes and look back on them. So I opened it up and I was like, I did everything else and forgot the podcast.
I'm really impressed with how organized you were.
It sounds a lot more organized than it really is.
Yeah, you know better.
Yeah, it
sounds cool though.
Here's the thing. I made it my last year's resolution to be more organized this year. I definitely made some steps forward, but
is 2026 going to be the year of email?
No, it's on the list, but I don't think it's going to happen. 26,
life changing. Let's hear it. What's your 2026 resolution? What are you cooking on?
Can't be about notes.
Man, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. I guess, I guess really just to like continue on the path that I'm already on. I'm doing really good with losing weight. I'm doing really good with breaking bad habits financially. If I could just continue on that path, then we're chilling. I don't want to try to be, the guy that this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to just really get started just, next week, the 1st.
Little bit.
You're not going to the gym on the 1st?
Little bit.
No.
Okay.
No,
the gyms are going to be outrageous. Don't do that yet. That's, yeah. Give it about a month.
They ought to kill every special around December, just so everybody.
But they create all new specials that are more expensive.
Well, yeah, but do it.
Yeah, they should
exactly. Just because everybody's like,
maybe we should try
gym
that.
membership. Hell no.
I'm still paying for 10 gyms. It's so I was on a pretty locked in diet until Halloween. Like Halloween is kind of when I fell off the wagon, and then I decided I was like, you know what, I'm going to be my true self. I'm going to be a fat ass all through Thanksgiving, all through Christmas. And so I am getting back on my routine of working out and dieting. But it sounds corny.
Seasonal.
Because, it's the New Year's. I'm like, I was doing it, and then I took a couple months off.
So what do you got for us? What's yours?
No, I'm literally, so for 2026, my plan, because I struggle. I'm a food addict. Like, I love food. I know you guys get it, but...
Whoa! What are you trying to say, brother?
We're the only 2 fat ones here. What are you talking about?
Get out of here. My problem is I always have an end goal, which makes it easier to attain it. Because if I'm like, I'm going to lose 20 pounds, I hit that goal and then I'm done, and I go back to living like a slob, right? So
and then you gain it back.
Exactly.
I'm in a 20-pound goal.
I'm closing in on 40, so I'm kind of like, dude, like if I'm gonna like. 55 years old, like both of my grandpas died in their mid to late 50s. A person that's 55 today compared to a person that was 55 30 years ago, they look like 2 different things. Like if you take care of your body and yourself now, when we're 55, we like don't have to be old. Like, and
not
so
only that,
live a perfectly normal life. 55,
right?
You're almost still gonna have kids at home at that age. So.
Facts.
Man, y'all better get a job.
Damn.
You're paying rent.
18 years old. Your youngest is what, 4?
17 is his
so
youngest.
that puts you in 12 years or what, 14 years there out of the house. So How old will you be, sir?
You're 36 now.
I'll be like 51.
Yeah.
Damn.
And that's if they leave at 18.
No, right, and that's hopeful.
That's hopeful.
Failure to launch.
Community college. There's other ways to launch.
I'm prepping the one that's the soonest.
Yeah.
She graduates next year, and I've already kind of like been tossing out there like, you're gonna be 18 next year. Great.
Get out.
Out.
Man, that car insurance and that phone bill, just they're coming up on you. They're sneaking up on you. Yeah. I'll pay your insurance till you're an adult. But
unless she goes to college, you're not gonna make her pay it in college, are you?
What are you talking about?
Don't put him on the spot like that. They might watch this, and this might cause family drama.
I hope you're watching. You better giddy up, get that Cricket Wireless. Cheapestautoinsurance.com. I'm telling you.
That's great.
No, that was kind of how my parents did it. I mean, they helped me when I needed help after I turned 18. But it was like, all right, buddy, time to do things.
You better start prepping them. You know that once you turn 18, once you turn 20, you have to actually start helping us. So the roles reverse now. We're not here to help you. You're here to help us.
Well, that's the negative to staying at home. Yeah. You can't just stay at home and just be there like you've been doing it your whole childhood. No, you got to pay rent now. And if I'm like after my parents, they tried to do that with me, and I was like, I'm not gonna pay for something I've been doing for free forever. Like, what are you talking about? And so I'm like, if I'm gonna pay for something, I'm gonna not have to live under your rules.
Yeah.
And that's the motivation. Right. I moved out at 17. I was out, done.
Well.
But yeah, so my resolution is to take care of myself and maintain it. To not keep doing the up and down, because at a certain point, that down's going to be a lot harder. And so I'm going to try to live in a way where it's not so ridiculous that I can actually enjoy life and maintain it. Because my diet, it was essentially meat and vegetables, no bread, no sugary drinks. But
no sugar, no starch.
I would eat sugary foods. Just if you cut out sugary drinks, it's incredible how much weight you lose just by doing that. No exercise.
That's me, dude. I drink my calories.
So, dude, I was drinking 3 Nosses a day.
Well, that's what I was about to say. 2 Red Bulls a day. Okay.
I just don't believe that, guys.
Yeah.
0 calories.
He said sugary drinks.
Yeah, we're not just talking about Diet Pepsi.
I'm sure this has sugar, but
I've watched you smash 3 honey buns on the road before.
That is a lie.
And chase it with a Diet Pepsi.
That is a lie.
You're right, 2.
Maybe 1. Maybe 1. You're full of it. Hey, you want to go to Payway after this?
No. Here, let's go spend 3 hours of Payway.
No, it's starchy food. Shane can have that. You know what's
crazy?
That's
what I'm hearing.
I actually love, I truly enjoy when I get in the mindset of like working out and going to the gym. I really do love going to the gym. My biggest beef with the gym is I'm not going to go after work. I'm just not. It's not. That sucks. That's
and you're
family
not going to wake
time.
up early. And go.
Well, here's the problem. If that were the case, I would. But that kind of early for me, I don't like. I'm not going to go to a gym where I live. I live in a shitty little small town. The gym sucks, right? Plus, there's people that go there. I know for a fact that I don't want to see daily, right? And well,
they opened up a Planet Fitness in Owasso. I didn't even know
they
did.
Yet.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it's open. I drove by it yesterday.
So here's the deal.
I know which one you're talking about.
Right by Academy.
Here's the deal. With the way me and Samantha's schedule works,
I don't think that's
she has to pick the kids up mostly because of our work life. I'm just not going to be able.
Because our business hours are 6 p.m.
But I'm saying even if it wasn't like, I don't have the luxury of knowing that I can leave work for 30 minutes, grab the kids, take them, drop them off.
Right.
Not only do I live too damn far, but also I don't know what I'm going to be doing sometimes at 9 a.m. I don't really find out until later. I can kind of plan. I can get a general idea, but that may change just in the drop of a hat. So, but what I can do is I can get the kids to school because they have to be at school before work hours. So no problem. So in order for me to go to the gym in the morning, it would be a switch. I would have to work on picking kids up because I can't expect Samantha to do both. Like, I just can't. She's already
have to
pressed
be at
for
the
time.
gym at 5:30.
That's the thing. That's the only way that works is if
take the kids.
Yeah.
Then go to work.
That ain't going to work. I'm not waking up. at 4 o'clock. I don't even go to bed sometimes until fucking 1 or 2.
Next option, go at lunchtime.
Work out at home.
Don't like it.
Like, you don't have to go to a gym.
That's the right. But I was specifically talking about going to the gym, because I do enjoy it. I really do. I love lifting weights. I love going to the gym. Like, I love just like it. Like when you're there and you're around a bunch of people that are just focused on, it makes you want to do better, because you're like, man, I want to be like that.
It definitely takes a sacrifice.
Yeah.
You got to figure out if you're going to make that commitment, where are you going to sacrifice? I've had the same debate.
It would be a lot easier. Yeah. I'm not saying I would, but it would be it'd be harder for me to make an excuse if I lived closer, but it really sucks being out
I've been
that far.
Toying with the idea, and I'm not committing to this or anything like that. It's not a New Year's resolution, but, I wake up 5 a.m. on a late day. Normally about 4:30, but I don't get out of bed. So I was thinking the other day, what if I committed to getting out of bed at 6 a.m.? I talked to ChatGPT.
That's fair.
What if I got out of bed at 6 a.m., helped my wife get my son out that door, got her to work, and then I went on a run or went to the gym and worked out for an hour? Then I got ready and came to work. I'm still going to be at work by 8:39.
Yeah, and you would...
But I would feel 100% better, and I'd be a hell of a lot better husband.
Well, that's what working out, if you start your day with a workout, the rest of your day is great. Yeah. You beat the eternal bitch that's trying to talk you out of doing it, so that's a win. Like, you start off with a win. You're helping out your wife, so more blowjobs eventually. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to stack up.
You are killing me.
My apologies, I'm just kidding. But
Jesus,
if you...
I'm praying for you guys.
I'm praying for blowjobs. Yeah. I've been old, woman.
Don't we have like a beep or something on this show?
There we go. Yeah.
It's always late.
Go back. But no, if you will start your day, especially what we fucking do, we have to make the world spin. We have to make relationships. We have to fix problems. We put out fires. So naturally, we're losing a lot just based on what we're doing every week. But if you can start your day with a fucking win, like you've set your confidence up, you've set yourself up, and just coming from losing weight perspective, it jumps that metabolism up and it gets it working throughout the day. So if you start in the day, because I hate working out in the morning. I like getting off work and then going working out. Like, that's my favorite thing to do if I'm in that zone. But doing it in the morning by far is the best way to do it. Like,
you prefer to do it after work?
Yeah, I love doing it after work.
Really?
Yeah. When I go home, I need an hour of decompression time before I even can be a good husband and dad. Like, I need...
That makes sense. You can do that at the gym.
Because we kind of switched hats. Like, when we're doing this, like, you got to be doing this. And... I don't want to bring the intensity that this can be into that world. So I need just to scroll on my phone, do whatever. Like bath. Yeah, no. Hey, here's the thing, man. I'm a bath guy, but I have to have that. So going to the gym, it's kind of that. Like, because I can go and then I'll end it with a sauna, and then by the time you've worked out, you're done some cardio, and then hit a sauna, you're half dying anyway. So whatever bullshit went on during the day is gone. Like,
I love the sauna,
dude. It's the best. Like,
sauna or hot tub, either one. I love them both.
Yeah, when I get off work though, I'm mentally and physically exhausted. No, like, there's no more like There is no umph in me to go to the gym.
That's
like,
the problem.
There's zero shot.
Like, man, I'm so like, when I leave work. It's going to be hard to get in that mindset of, all right, let's go in here and put some work in.
It's not going to happen. I'm telling you, I flat out collapse when I go.
I've got, like Tiny, for instance. He's been on the show. Yeah. He goes to the gym, obviously. Look at him. But he's
definitely not Tiny.
He's been trying to get me to go with him, and he's like, come on, dude, go with me. And I would love to, because that's the perfect person. It's someone that I'm already close to.
Right.
Somebody that clearly knows what to do. What we're seeing, this Tiny is the most relaxed, like, body shaped Tiny ever. That dude used to be a freaking real monster.
Like, no, him and his wife were both bodybuilders at some point. Like,
or trained like him anyway.
Right.
And but it's like I was talking to him, and he in the moment, how you get in the moment, you're like, yeah. He was talking to me one day, and he was like, "Oh man, listen, let's do this." And I'm like, "You know what? Let's do it, bro." And then I start thinking about it towards the end of the conversation. I'm like, "Bro, that's not going to work." he was like, why not, man? It's like right down the street from here. And I'm like, and then I started thinking, I'm like, so hold on. For me to make that work, I would have to not take my kids to school, or we would have to change it to, way early to drive from Skytook to Tulsa, back to Skytook. Yeah, it ain't gonna work.
Yeah, it's not happening.
But it's not gonna happen.
But the problem is you can make up a reason, whether it's valid or not, to not do anything that sucks. It's easy to talk yourself out of doing shit, like things that actually are gonna suck.
Yeah.
If it was let's go back to blowjobs. If it was a blowjob, you were gonna get at whatever time.
You'd be driving back to Skytook.
There would be a way to make it happen.
I'm not saying I would, guys.
No, you wouldn't. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying on that specific situation, but I'm saying in general. Yeah. Like if you knew,
I'd put some money on this if you really wanted to.
Yeah, if I hit the gym,
you find a way for me to have a blowjob in Tulsa every day around 4:30 in the morning. Let's try it. I'm down.
You gotta. Well, then that's another thing. Every day's crazy. You
There's
can go
other
to the
ways
gym every
to
day.
test this theory.
Like if you go to the gym, there's 7 days in a week. If you work out, fuck the gym. If you work out 3 days a week for 30 minutes to an hour,
that's the answer. Just
you're doing
at home.
So much more than you're already doing, right? Like that little bit right there, and then once you start to see some gains. Like once you see, like you're like, oh shit, I'm getting. Then it gets you excited.
I didn't realize coming on this podcast would be a guilt trip for us working out.
Yeah, no. I'm honestly
what I'm
offended
hearing
by
right
this
now.
conversation. I wanted to be done with it.
I wanted to. I needed to sit you guys down. That's why you got that penny. I just.
I flicked mine across the room already.
Just for the record, I didn't ask for your cent. You can keep it to yourself.
I wanted to make.
You didn't even give me 2 cents
payment.
to give me your opinion.
It's a World War II penny. They were struggling. Yeah,
we're struggling.
But what is your New Year's resolution? Now that
that's tough. The only way I could answer that is if I went a little cheesy.
I knew you. I said I called it. That's why you had to go last.
Yeah, I've got to be a better husband and dad, and that's really hard to say and talk about. But I mean, at the end of the day, work has consumed me. I mean, for as long as I've known you guys. Mm-hmm. I mean, you started here in 23, 22?
22.
Yeah, April 22. Yeah, I mean it's been a rough 3 or 4 years, and it's not uncommon for me to get to the office at 7:30 a.m. and stay till 8:30
or later,
especially
which means that I'm not seeing my son leave in the morning, and I'm not seeing him before he goes to bed at night, and that sucks.
Yeah, that is the reason I left the car business.
My son's awesome. Why would I want to skip out on his life? And then not to mention the weekends coming up and working and just being generally just not a great dad. And so for 2026, that's a big motivator for me. I'm not even going to call it a resolution because I think resolutions are cheesy. Mm-hmm. But that's where my heart's at. Like I've got to be a better dad, got to be a better husband. And yeah, I don't know what that looks like because I also think 2026 is going to be by far the busiest year we've ever had in our life. So,
when he's almost to the age where he could tag along with you.
Oh yeah, no, he loves coming to work with me and stuff like that. I mean, obviously, I don't bring him up to the lab very much, but to the print shop or when I'm doing other things, I'll absolutely take him with me. He loves it. In fact, he asked me to print him some business cards the other day. He wants it to say
"That's awesome."
The boss or the owner of the print shop, which is so cool to me. It just got me going. Like that's so awesome. Cool.
No, well, and he could kind of like I grew up going and working with my stepdad. He worked, a full-time job, but then on weekends or nights he was doing side jobs and side gigs.
It's a little tricky with the lab just being regulated like it is, and just it's not really the place I want him to be. No, necessarily. Like it's not that I don't want him to be there. I want him to know what we do and everything like that. But there's safety, and there's like you just got to be careful.
Well, he's gonna see because the lab obviously is, the kind of the focus. This is the industry that we're doing this podcast on, but you've got that's only one of the plates that you're spinning. Yeah. Like I know, like me and Brandon, we were raised in a way of like you got a job and you worked.
Yep.
Right? Like what you just said right there, it tells me that he's already of that entrepreneur mindset.
Yeah.
Like that's I literally since getting into cannabis industry, and it's kind of for a dumb reason, but I'm like, God, if all these idiots got into this, like, why am I not a business owner?
Not?
Jesus.
I keep really, trying to talk y'all into it.
It opened my mind.
Brandon says it's a bad time.
Well, my kids, I've been making it a point to hammer it on them. I'm like, you don't just have to go work.
No.
I'm like, if you can be passionate about something, be good at something, and you can sell that or sell the service of whatever that is, I'm like, you don't have to work for anybody.
For sure. I think even growing up, like, it was beat into us that if you didn't go to college and you didn't go to get a job, you were going to fail at life.
Right.
That was the message I was told. And I was told that by peers. I was told that by my parents. I was told that by teachers, everybody. It was, you have to go to college. If you want to be successful, you have to go to college. I'd argue the best decision I ever made in my life was to not graduate college. I don't regret it one bit.
Yeah. But
at the end of the day, are there times where I would like to? Yeah, every time I write that lawyer a check, I would love to have a law degree.
Right.
But
that's a hell of a degree too.
It's just one of those things. I think today the world's changing a lot, and I think it's exciting for our kids because there is so much opportunity at their fingertips. I mean, they say we're kind of on the brink of another .com boom with the whole AI bubble that's happening right now. Like,
we live in it.
We're living it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're literally living a modern day .com boom,
AI
which
is so
means
exciting.
a bust is coming. Think about that.
Boom bust.
That's how it works.
Always.
It
Has to.
balloons and balloons, and then it pops. The AI bubble is going to pop, but we're living it right now, and it may extend all the way into our kids. Like, as they get older, it's very real right now. Like, anyone can create anything quickly.
And so, do you think, like, as far as like the bust of that, do you think like regulated, restricted, almost
No.
the internet, or like I'm kind of
so the .com boom, and I'm the least. I'm the youngest one here, so I probably shouldn't even be talking about the .com boom.
Well, you arguably have the most experience, though.
Yeah, I
say
mean,
we was around before it. So.
.com boom was, I mean, essentially the internet was exploding, and people realized you can build a website, you can build an e-commerce business, you can build a online business, and make a ton of money.
Right.
A lot of excitement around it.
Ask
The
Jeeves.
same thing is happening right now.
But
with
was there a
AI.
bust?
Yeah, 100% bust, major. And essentially what that was when people realized you didn't have to be anybody special to do it. You could develop your own apps. You could develop whatever you needed. And now all of a sudden there's less value in buying somebody else's. And
Right.
I'd have to go and do the research on why it busted. But there was 100% at .com.
I wonder what the AI bust would look like.
No, I see what he's saying because like the
Well,
way
what
I
it turns
use,
into right now, every single company every company, including us, is talking about how can AI be implemented into our workflow? What can we use it for? We had this conversation today. What does AI mean for OKCTL in 2026? And I'm not going to give it away, but a lot of people are putting too much effort into it, too much focus onto it, and they're trying to make it run their everyday business. I listened to a video this morning, a podcast that was talking about how he tried to use AI voice answering services, and he realized his net promoter score for customer retention or customer satisfaction went from a 90 to a 10.
I feel that.
That's a big decrease, all because he had an AI answering service. You want to know what he narrowed it down to? The AI answering service didn't tell the customer it was AI. But then they caught it later on. So they would go through the process thinking it's human and then be like, wait, this isn't a human.
It's like the highway patrol bullshit phone call you get to donate to them.
Yeah.
They're like, hi. And they're like, hey. And then, you got me.
Yeah. At the end of the day, that bust is coming. Everyone is focusing on AI in some way, shape, or form. There are new AI startups happening every single day. You see people making millions, billions of dollars worth of investments in AI. At some point, that busts and it stops. And what people find out is we've overinvested in a technology that is, yes, valuable. And it will be forever valuable, to your point. Like, it's not going to go away.
It's just going to change.
It's just going to be less financially beneficial to do it.
Well, I think the entire industry can relate to what Matthew's saying here. All the open, the low barrier to entry in Oklahoma cannabis.
Man.
We all jumped on it, got it, and we all gonna be millionaires. And then we were like, oh, we're all here.
No, I think you definitely have to. I think any new thing you have to look at as, okay, I need my plan to be get in it and make as much money as possible for as long as I can, and then have a plan for longevity when it's not a cash grab anymore.
Yeah. And essentially what happened .com was all these publicly traded companies were getting heavily invested into. And then shareholders realized the long-term revenue isn't there. So they started bailing out. And it caused a collapse. When your stock goes up real high and then everybody sells real low, it causes a collapse. Bank failure, so on. That's the same thing. AI stocks right now going crazy.
Right.
Absolutely insane. Somebody was making fun of, I think it was NVIDIA the other day, because I
had stock in them.
Yeah.
And I fucked up.
They're a good one.
They're, going to be the first $1 trillion company, they're saying, maybe. Like,
what was it they did? They screwed up.
They make the microchips.
I know they make video cards and shit.
Well, they
and
make
like
AI
processors.
chips.
It's all AI.
It's AI.
And autonomous vehicle stuff.
Okay.
Like,
But what they were making fun of is they sold some position that they held, because these companies they invest billions of dollars in other things,
right?
And they sold something, and it was like essentially they invested in an AI company, but in doing so they sold the shovel that makes the hole that the AI company lives in.
Gotcha.
So they're buying the empty hole, but they sold their shovel.
Okay.
What's the point in owning the hole when you could have just dug it yourself?
Right.
It doesn't make a lot of sense, and that's a terrible analogy, but
That's
it was
like
something
DoorDash.
along those lines. It was like, why sell the car just to walk to work?
So hold on. What are you saying about them? So I'm looking at NVIDIA's stock price right now. It's like $186.50. What's so special about that?
It's like in the list of like the fastest growing companies on the planet.
Really?
Yeah. Like, so I bought stock in them like a year ago, for like nothing, for like $15 to $30, and then I had a dispute with that company, and so I cashed all my stuff out and sold it. And then not too long after that, because I think they merged with.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. No, I saw. I think I had like 4 of them, like 4 actual like pieces of it, and I sold them.
I actually made a mistake.
Huh?
It was SoftBank that made the mistake, not NVIDIA.
Gotcha.
SoftBank owned like something like $400 billion worth of 400 million, something like that, of NVIDIA stock, and they sold it, and in return invested that in OpenAI. But how does that make sense? Because OpenAI is one of the biggest purchasers of NVIDIA. So they sold their shares in the company and gave it to somebody else to buy the product from the company they own shares in. It just doesn't make a lot of sense.
Somewhere it makes sense to somebody's bottom line.
Yeah, I mean, SoftBank's a weird. I mean, you look at their history and they've gotten lucky once. I mean, they were the WeWork. If you remember those guys, like, there's a whole movie about it. He tends to invest on gut feeling and personal affection towards an individual,
right?
Like a founder, and that WeWork cost him a lot of money.
In December of 2023, NVIDIA's stock was $48.
Yeah.
So 2 years ago, right now, 2 years ago, it was $48.
It's like
and
right
it's
under
currently
200.
at right under 200.
And
That's crazy.
Look at Tesla, though.
Well,
that's compare that. See which one's the better.
I'm shocked that Tesla's made it this far. I assumed he was going to come out. It was the new cool thing. It was going to be big for a while, and then the other big companies were going to outdo him. Is kind of what I assumed.
And he's whipped the shit out of all the.
He's still alive at the very least.
But what I'm saying is,
I mean?
like think about like the hottest electric cars none of them are Chevy, Ford. Like the only other one is another company that popped up, Rivian, right? Or like,
I haven't even seen that.
It's
one.
not. Yeah, Rivians. Yeah. You've seen them.
They've been around.
You would realize that your
but
brain,
there's probably one for every 100 Tesla.
Right. Yeah. Your brain would know it as soon as you saw it. Your brain probably just said, "Oh, that's so and so. That's made by something else." Yeah. No, they're badass. They're nice.
Yeah. I'm
really
terrible
unique lights
at cars and saying what's what. Like my wife, we can be driving down the road and she'll remember a car that drove by us 5 minutes ago. She knows what our neighbors drive. I couldn't tell you what my neighbors drive. I have no idea. I see their vehicles every day. I've got no clue.
I got too many other things to think about.
Right. Yeah. I don't have enough bandwidth to give a fuck about that.
Kind of like memorizing names of songs, like and who sung them. I love music. I love listening to music. I listen to music all day, every day almost. I couldn't tell you who sang the song I like the most, and I couldn't tell you what the name of the song is.
That's hilarious.
I just listen.
December of 24, Tesla's price was $436, and currently they're at $449.
Okay.
Well, on 23 is what we said. 2 years.
So they didn't go up.
243. So I mean, they had a nice growth, but I can go all the way back to 22. December 31st, 2020, their stock price was $235.
Yeah.
Did you see their super rocket up in our sky like a couple weeks ago?
No.
Or it's not it's the big ass one. I forget what they call it.
Yeah,
it's it was
like a booster.
It's like the Falcon.
It's a rocket.
It's the Starship. It's the one that has like 9 Falcon 9s connected
to
it. Up in because they fly out of Texas, like Houston, I think. Yeah, Houston. We have a problem. They fly out of there, but we could perfectly see it. I got a recording of it.
That's cool.
And then you see it break away because it starts breaking off the launchers. Everybody thought it was an alien spaceship.
That's crazy.
Mitchell,
you can see it from here.
Yeah, from Sand Springs, Oklahoma, is where I seen it on Facebook, and then I looked up and seen it.
Interesting.
And I've got pictures of it. It's pretty cool,
bro. What he has done with, God, dude, what Tesla has done with, or SpaceX, I mean, what a SpaceX has done with freaking rockets is just like it's mind-boggling.
What blows my mind is how does he do all of that? Elon Musk,
because he knows how to hire the right people.
Because he hires the right people.
but
he's crazy
also
involved in all of it.
Yeah, he works insane amounts, like 18-hour days. Like
he's people off.
Oh, I know, and I don't.
So mad right
here's
now.
the deal.
I know.
I don't agree with all the political stuff he's done and said and all that good stuff. I don't. I also don't agree with people burning Teslas. You're an idiot. That's stupid. Crazy, I really don't care if I'm going to piss you off. You're stupid.
Just drove the price up by doing that because now there's still going to be the demand. Now,
even he came out the other day. He was like,
richer.
He came out the other day and was like, somebody asked him if he would have done Doge again. He was like, honestly, no. I'd prefer him not burn my cars.
Yeah.
Like before Doge, everybody loved him. Now Doge, everybody hates him.
Well, it's amazing. There wasn't a whole lot good in for it. Like even like, and I'm not not trying to get super political, but like it didn't really get him any favors with Trump. Like Trump,
it ruined their relationship.
Well, yeah, but even now that it's good now, like it's back to like they're back to cool. But like he literally, I remember watching. I was like, damn, that's awkward. But like after they had their spat,
right,
and it came. No, I think it was even before their spat. He was Trump was having like a State of the Union or something, and he was talking about it, and he was like, and thanks to Elon Musk and Doge and all that, he was like, but. Seconds before that, he was talking about how they were getting rid of the EV tax credit. And it's like,
don't get me wrong. I mean,
here's the thing, man. If anybody were like, that's one of the things though that it makes me like respect about Trump. And it's like everybody would have called, oh well, Elon's just doing this because he's trying to keep that tax credit and make it better for electric. That didn't work out.
I truly do believe he only did it because he felt it needed to happen, whether that was for his own personal gain or the betterment of society.
I believe that.
I truly believe that's the only reason he's been involved in politics, and I would argue largely that he was involved in politics because it was his own personal gain.
Sure.
Now, was he getting direct benefits like EV tax credits?
I think he wanted to fix the economy.
I think if you fix the economy, it fixes his businesses.
Right.
It helps his businesses.
I think that his intentions
helps
were pure.
all of our businesses.
Dude, at the end of the day, Elon Musk, which everybody has shitty qualities. Like,
Sure.
Elon would never be my best friend, but
He's got literal fucking Asperger's.
he saved the planet when he bought Twitter. I mean, I dead ass.
Such a weird. I just.
I
the
didn't
amount
think you were
of-
going to go with that one.
well,
but yeah.
Me either.
The amount of censorship that was going on
Oh, yeah.
before he
Yeah.
purged. I mean, Twitter's crazy. You can see all kinds of stuff you don't
It
want to see
definitely
on
changed the trajectory of social media.
I
It
agree.
definitely upset.
It-
And it got
the-
Mark
the
Zuckerberg
track.
to flip on
It did.
his stance
Yeah.
because he was all about suppression, and
Yeah.
they're getting pressure from whoever you
Well,
know is in charge at the time in the government.
100%.
But I really, really, truly believe that the amount
One
of suppression.
person's challenging status quo like that can change trajectory.
Yeah,
The trajectory.
we're living
of
on
the
a
entire
different
world.
timeline.
Yeah, we 100%. And whether you like it or not, it did shift how the world.
Yeah, whether you agree with
Works.
it or not, you can agree that it shifted
Yeah.
the trajectory.
Yeah.
Not to try to copy you, but
It's a good word.
it did. It really did. Like, the way the
And there's some
trajectory was
negatives
looking,
for
it was
that.
about to get real censored up in this bitch.
There's
Well,
some
it was.
negatives.
Even more, right. It was just getting worse. Like,
Yeah,
it was getting
100%.
crazy.
There's no doubt there's some negatives, but there's also some positives. Like I learned last night via X that I can start a daycare and become a millionaire in like a few days.
The Somali, yeah, dude. It's
Call it a
crazy.
Somali daycare. And
It's crazy.
I'm a millionaire.
Dude, they're going to
Don't even.
Hold on, what?
They're going
Have
to
you
make
not
a
seen this?
documentary. I'm about
No.
to blow his mind. They're about. I mark my words. They're going to make a
100%.
documentary about the YouTube guys that started that
100%.
shit.
Are you talking about Minnesota?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
It's
I'm tracking.
wild.
Yes.
We don't need to get all into politics, but yes.
No, bro.
Your boy fucked up them walls.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and it's here's the thing. I'm not
I didn't
saying
even know
that
he was involved.
I'm not saying he's directly
Yeah.
responsible,
Yeah.
but
He's
he's
very-
directly responsible for
I didn't know that.
letting
Oh, man.
that shit slide.
That's interesting. I had no
there
clue.
are multiple. It's like a thing.
The FBI's already raided a whole bunch of them, hasn't
Oh,
haven't they?
it's
Yeah.
it's a HSI,
Yeah.
Homeland Security.
It's wild.
HS
I think they
whatever.
said something like there's more money being given to Somalian ran daycares that had no children than the entire, is it GDP or whatever it is, of Somalia.
Yeah. And dude, I watched people online
That's wild.
wig out. They're like, this is so stupid. These fucking YouTubers, it says on the building that they open at 2. They're clearly there before opening hours. Well, one of the video that she was referencing, they were there like 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes before 2. Any daycare on the face
I
of the
promise
earth,
you
you go
they
there
didn't leave at
30
2.
minutes before. I can tell you,
Yeah.
there's kids waiting or there's teachers there. Like, shit's happening. Like, they're not just at 2, everybody walks in.
My whole
It's
point
so
wasn't
wild,
necessarily
bro.
to go down that path, but it was just to bring into light. Like I saw that because somebody retweeted it. I would have never seen that in a million years. 5 years
I saw
ago.
it on YouTube.
Dude,
but-
you're always gonna get the negative when you
Elon
have
Musk
a
retweeted
free
it for the record. That's why I saw it.
when there's a free space for everybody to express themselves. You're gonna get some crazy shit.
Yeah, for sure.
But we can't live in a world where we disagree and whoever the power that be is can just silence everybody who doesn't agree. Like we are a democracy.
I miss the day. Like I remember some really fond discussions where like had a 4-hour road trip with a guy who definitely had different beliefs than me.
Right.
And when we sat down in the car and we started talking about a topic, it was religion. And I'm a Christian. He was not. And he told me that straight up when religion came up. He was like, "Man, I just want you to know I'm not a Christian, and I normally try not to talk about it because I rarely get like the respect I'd like about it. Like
Right.
I'd rather just not talk about it." And I looked at him and was like, "Man, I'm so sorry you feel that way. You should be able to believe and say whatever you want to say freely."
You're going to hell, but
And I can respect you as a person with your opinions without disrespecting you. Like,
Right.
as long as you'll give me the common courtesy and let me share my beliefs, you can tell me whatever you believe. I will respect you. Do I have to agree? No. Can I freely say I disagree? Sure.
yeah.
Yeah, we're just
But
not
we
in a
had
time
a
that
4.5 hour long
allows for that.
conversation that was amazing, and I got to understand why he believed what he believed, and he got to understand why I believe what I believe. And I'll also say he's a Christian now,
Is he
which
really?
was really cool. Yeah,
He changed recently?
he went on a mission trip the next year and gave his life to Jesus.
Oh, wow.
So cool. So cool.
Not gonna lie, I thought you were talking about the lab people from New Jersey or whatever. I really did.
No.
I was like,
No,
really? That's right.
no,
Well,
no.
I was just thinking, like, who the hell could he have been on a 4-hour road trip with? And I remember when you had to drive from New Jersey or whatever. Yeah, I was like, damn,
No.
that happened fast.
That was so cool.
That's wild.
That was the day back when you could actually have legitimate conversation. Now I know people in my own circle that won't tell their friends their political beliefs because they're afraid that their friends won't be their friends
Families
anymore.
fight and separate over politics.
Separate.
crazy.
No, I've seen it.
Me and Shane We have this.
We don't agree on everything.
We don't agree on things.
No.
We have some stuff that we are pretty opposite on. Not a lot, but
sure.
like a few things where we're just like, nah.
I think we all three have that, and we'll at least make fun of each other for it and laugh
exactly
about
the
it, and then
same.
we
Me and
move
you're
on.
exactly the same. We're like copy paste. I'm just better looking.
Well, we would never, because we, for the most part, respect each other, and we would never do something or put our bullshit on not just us, but anybody if it was going to affect them. Like, that's you just said it. Like, you should be able to say what you want to say. I should be able to say what I want to say, as long as we're not like messing with each other in a negative way.
Sure.
Then,
we talked about a lot of different things today, and some of them, I have no doubt I probably offended a few people.
That's what we do.
It'd be like that.
Is the control burn?
Don't burn Teslas. That's just dumb.
No, don't be a tad.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, if you totally disagree with us, leave a comment.
Please.
Let us know.
Hit us with a review.
Or if you totally agree with
Get
us,
some feedback.
leave a comment. Let us know.
Well, we do have, what's our email?
It's damn it.
Controlled.
It's team at controlledburn
.live.
That's a terrible domain.
.live.
Team at the controlled. Is it the controlled burn?
Team
or
at controlled.
Why are you asking the man who hasn't read emails in
live.
5 years what the email is?
Because he always corrected me on it.
No,
He'll
I always
remember.
gave it to you.
Yeah, I
you
didn't know
it.
it.
Y'all would be better off just giving your cell phone numbers. Let's go.
No, we should. So it's.
I'm just kidding.
911.
I was about to hit. Start reading Matthew's number.
I was about to say 539. No, I was kidding.
No, yeah. Technology made it to where you don't have to remember numbers anymore. So I've only got
it's
a
crazy.
few. I've got
how did we poop in the 90s? You know what we did? We freaking read shampoo bottles.
No, we had
and we had
magazines.
real quick ones.
Bro, I've stolen magazines from like doctors or dentist's office when I was a kid. Like if they had
You're
like
a thief.
A Game Informer.
Confession.
Yeah.
Clip it.
I dated a girl one time. We were at a restaurant, like a Mexican restaurant.
Listen up, Cam.
You like give you like a fancy glass if you get like a margarita or some kind of cocktail. I watched this woman like drink this drink and then clean out the glass and put it. I was like,
I was with somebody the
I've
other
never
day.
even thought of that.
I was with somebody the other day, and they ordered food, ate, and one of the things they had a sauce, really good sauce, and they ate about half the food, and they were like, "Can I get a to-go container?"
Yeah.
Person so kindly brought them a to-go container with
They kept
no
the
little
deal,
cup.
huh? Yeah.
They just set the whole cup
Yep.
in there.
Hey.
I was like, "What are you doing?"
I used to be.
it was like a ceramic little container.
I've
was
got
like,
some
"That's
personal salsa cups in my.
crazy."
I may or may not have, when I was younger, stolen
Yeah.
a few stainless steel ranch cups and little ceramic, little.
You know those people have to pay for those, right?
Yeah,
Listen,
no, it's-
bro,
that's
I
some
just
business
said
owner somewhere
I get it.
has higher cost of goods this month because of you.
Listen,
That's
first of all, this
wild.
was several years ago. Cost of goods were way down compared to now. Also,
Profits weren't.
I haven't stole any one of your freaking instruments yet.
He's
So
a damn lie.
relax.
I've seen
He's
a
got a
picture
whole
of you
bottle.
holding a whole bottle of chloroform.
I was about to say that.
I
And
would
you know
like
what?
that chloroform back.
I was watched very closely. No one, they wouldn't even let me have a little cup of it. Don't ask. Don't ask.
Alrighty.
She gonna give it up. No, I'm just saying.
One
way or the other.
That's
All right, guys.
Absolutely terrible.
You employed me.
What's happening in cannabis in 2026
Shit,
January?
nothing.
Anything?
So yeah. We've got there's the open forum on January 7th, right? Is
Talking
that-
about the public comment.
Public comment.
But that's what, right.
For the
open
OMA
forum
rules.
public comment on January 7th in Oklahoma City.
You
I'm
going to
assuming.
that? Ooh, I put him on the spot.
Well, and so no, because I know you two are planning on going.
let's see what
I
day
would
it's
like
on.
to. It's on a
That's
Wednesday. I already looked
Oh,
it up.
yeah.
Yeah,
No, he
I
won't
was
be
like,
there.
that's tough.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that would be the best day for you to go.
Well, you're not wrong.
'Cause if we got back in time-
kind of have everybody trained
Yeah.
to not have crazy pickups on Wednesday.
You know,
You
I will,
actually ought to plan on going.
that's not a bad idea.
I will say I think it's a really good opportunity for anyone in the industry to go, even if you don't plan on making a public comment. go and be informed at what other people are thinking. And yeah, you can read them after the fact, or you can live stream it as well. They live stream these events every single year. So you can find that. I believe it's on the Oklahoma Senate website, but OMA normally has a link to it on their website as well. So even if you can't make it in person, I encourage everyone to go listen, be informed on what people are commenting. Public comment's important. OMA is actually one of the most transparent agencies in the way they do rules, which is funny. I think it's really cool, though. I think they give the opportunity, and then they actually respond to every public comment, I believe, is what their commitment is. So they always issue a response afterwards where it's a very long PDF that they upload that has every comment, who made the comment.
Really?
And then what their response is to it.
Yeah, I didn't read that from last year's.
Yeah,
we went
cool.
to last year's.
Yep.
They respond to every single comment. Like, I think maybe
and some of them are
duplicate,
somewhat generic.
I think if it's a duplicate, then they'll say we answered this or whatever.
Yep.
But they respond to every single one.
I have a lot of respect for Director Barry and how she's doing public comment. And I'm honestly looking forward to this. Hey, now
are you gonna public comment?
You know, I've submitted a few online. I'm not hiding from the ones I've submitted. You know, I'd really like to see them go away from total yeast and mold testing. I think it'd be really coul. Get rid of total yeast and mold, or increase the limit, or change it.
Grading
just
score.
the other one.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who say total yeast and mold is not a safety test; it's a quality test.
Guys,
so,
Cole had, and I've heard it from. I know others have said it, but the first time I heard it was from Cole, and he said we shouldn't be failing people for TYM. We should test for it and use it as an indicator of quality on a COA. And I'm like,
I don't really even care if we test for it and put it on the COA. I mean, a lot of states, Missouri, for instance, don't even test for it at all. No. So that's one of the public comments I submitted. I have a couple other more entertaining comments that I've submitted.
Hold on. You guys triggered me real quick. Oh shit! Did you get my text I sent you yesterday?
He's got 500 unread texts.
PCR. This was a new fact I heard yesterday. I immediately had to text him. But PCR method used during COVID testing, 86% of the time was incorrect.
Damn, boy.
Yeah, because they're starting to get more.
Do we have a cricket sound effect?
PCR testing during COVID, 86% of the time throughout a false positive. Joe Rogan is going on another rant about how ineffective PCR testing is.
Every other month. Zoe, you're supposed to be on my team on this one. Every other month. It's like he's speaking through me. He's so frustrated with Carrie Mullis and PCR. I'm like, right. But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think
second public comment?
Yeah.
That's going to be my public comment. I don't represent.
You're uninvited.
No,
uninvited.
We go to these things in.
It's the most commonly accepted. Like it's the most accepted test for Aspergillus.
Here's the deal.
No, I'm saying
if you convince all of your customers that a 5 to 7 day lead time is okay, we'll switch.
Is there not another plate that will do like those 4 specific strains of Aspergillus?
You're going to ask me to quote the rules on the spot.
I'll ask the damn micro guy.
I'm pretty confident the way OMA rules are written is if you're doing any detect level, you have to enrich the sample for 24 hours.
Yeah.
And then the quickest plate, to my understanding, for Aspergillus is 72 hours. But I believe many of them need to go up to 5 days.
And if you're another lab watching this and you heard him misspeak, don't worry. We
got 2 words for you, right?
No.
We don't have 2 words?
No, we don't.
Damn it.
We have people that look at the rules all the time. Him actually being one of them before any decisions or SOPs are made in the lab. It's just on the spot. He doesn't remember them.
I'm 95% sure on the enrichment period. I don't even care.
I'll see these guys at OKCTL.
Post it on all the Facebook groups. It'll be fine.
It'll be fun.
Pull the tail.
Hey,
he
at the end of the day,
At
the end of the day, I'm all good with the enrichment. I just don't know what all the plates are out there. So I do know your minimum looking at 3 to 4 days, which you guys get mad at me when we hit 72 hours.
I just love that I triggered this conversation. But
You just made me.
I know we're all about to leave here mad.
Yeah.
I hate you, mold.
Everyone should come out to the public comment. I think it's a great opportunity to hear, be informed on what other people are saying. Also, think it's a really good opportunity to talk to other peers in your community
100%.
that care enough to be there, which is really cool. Everyone who's there, some of them are just there to make a scene, complain. Of course, there's always those guys.
I hate it.
But there's also a lot of people who show up because they care about the industry, and those are great people to network with, great people to get to know, great people to have in your phone book if you ever need to talk to anybody.
And they don't seem to be. They're not always the groups that pretend to be there for patients. You know what I mean?
Well,
Just saying.
Here's the thing, dude. Coming from
Sometimes
Oklahoma,
they're full of
we're
shit.
almost. I think we're dead last in public education.
Yeah, dead
like
last.
the
What's the
perception.
difference between dead last and first?
I'm curious.
Is it like 0.0001 or is it? Sorry, let's not.
It's
go
all
there.
the space between.
Just curious. I'd be curious to know that.
It's a good question.
No, man.
It's probably a wild. Like it's probably
the outside
real bad.
Oklahoma perspective on Oklahomans is we're not we're not educated, we're not well spoken, and we're goofy. Like
and 90% of us are Native American,
you're right.
which they're not super far off with that one.
Every year, because now people have like their own like like accounts and their own like they're trying to be creators and all the nonsense.
Hey, I'm a creator.
Hilarious.
You are too.
Yeah, right. It's funny. I'm not. But
Zoe made me.
even last year, and I think it's expanded a bunch since last year, but there were people that go up there, had a pre-planned, like, I'm going to shit on you during this, and then look at their phone or their channel and be like, I'm out. And I'm like, don't do that, man. Like, be helpful. Like,
No.
you're not going to get famous from going on
Some
there
of
saying
them
wild
just
shit.
show up to gotcha or try to gotcha.
They try,
wind
and
up
it
looking
looks stupid.
Yeah,
I'm like, understand what you're about to do before you do it. You're
There's those
representing
people
the
who
state, man.
show up to make a scene. Then there's the people who show up to say, I know more than everybody else.
Yep.
You should listen to me.
Right.
You know who you are.
Oh yeah.
And then there's the people who just show up to give true public comment.
Yeah.
In between all of those, there's some really good information.
No,
agree.
last year's was cool. Like, I'm actually, now that we just, called out a bunch of hoes.
There's another event.
We're going to be
in
there
January.
in full force.
There's another event in January. It's
The Herb Mag.
yeah.
Herbage.
Yeah, Herbage Mags. They're
I can't remember the date off the top of
year
my
in
head.
review
Yep.
contestants contest.
See who's going to win.
Yeah. We've got the Controlled Burn. We will be there.
We'll be the ones getting the first place in a podcast or show. No, I'm just kidding. I say that. I hope so.
Well,
It'd be
in
pretty cool.
Alan, I saw. I need to
Alan
re-find
Oakey?
it. Alan, I think this weekend has a big event that he did last year, maybe the year before. But it's, I mean, thousands of people turned out, and it was very much cannabis.
Nice.
Like, it was. He invited me to it on Facebook. I'll find it and send it to you guys. But it's something that you might see your boys walk through that one. That it was a cool one.
January 24th is the award show. Best of Herbage Awards show. Be in the room when the winners are revealed.
Does it say where it's at yet? I know it's
It-
OKC.
Nope. Not that I'm seeing. But stay tuned to the Controlled Burn, and we will have more information as time gets closer. Anything else in
2026
January?
is going to be a good year. It's going to
Anything
be a
else
fun
going in
year.
January? I feel like there was another one.
That's all I know of.
As of right, I mean, I'm sure, but
Well, isn't there another OMA thing in January?
Not that I'm aware of.
Am I tripping?
tripping.
Tripping. Public comment is the only thing I'm aware of.
Was it like the PCA or the OCIA doing something crazy in January? I thought there was something else.
I know OCIA has talked about throwing together an event. I haven't heard the exact date. I couldn't tell you what's going on with PCA in
In
January.
Really been.
Might be the Hawaii Expo.
You haven't been to the last like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Slacker.
I know.
It's not the Hawaii Expo.
That's coming.
Don't try to go there. I see what you're doing.
Hey, you teed me up. No, I will say I went and saw Anaconda on Christmas Day. I know we're wrapping this up. Hilarious, by the way. If you want a good fun movie.
Sound like a scary movie?
Well,
Jesus.
it's a remake of like the original Anaconda was supposed to be scary. But Ice Cube and Jennifer Lopez. This is Jack Black and Paul Rudd. They're making a movie about making the movie. It's great. It's hilarious. But in that movie, there were Avengers Doomsday teaser trailers, and they have like 3 different ones now, like Thor, Captain America, somebody else. But at the end of it, it says they will return in 2026. So if there's nothing else, I do know that the controlled burn will be back in 2026.
All right, you guys ready for your quick cannabis trivia?
You about to hit us with a minute of triv?
Yep, real quick. 30 seconds. Never mind.
Brandon's minute to win it.
Just know I can get shit done in 30 seconds. Okay, what country is the world's largest producer of legal cannabis today?
The United States
Country?
of America.
That's your answer?
Yeah.
Country.
I don't know.
Maybe India?
Canada.
I
Really?
said it. I
You
said Canada.
right
I
there at the
said
end.
it.
All right.
Yeah.
Dab me up.
Yeah.
All right, one more. And
I want some Canadian weed.
Probably because they allow
I want to try
publicly
it.
traded
I'm just
companies.
curious. Yeah, they do. Yes, they do. Okay. This is a little easy, but I'll go ahead and give it a try.
Shane needs one.
Which U.S. state is nicknamed the Emerald Triangle for cannabis cultivation?
U.S. state.
Dead ass,
easy?
y'all?
Colorado? Hold on.
That's your answer?
Hold on. Emerald. What's Emerald?
California.
Yellow Brick Road, Kansas?
Is it even legal in Kansas?
I went down.
Matthew wins it again, California. I can't believe you don't know Emerald Triangle. Humboldt.
If you would have said Humboldt,
well, it's not. It makes up the Emerald Triangle. There's a reason it's.
why is it called the Emerald Triangle? You may be thinking of the Wizard of Oz. This is why I guess Kansas.
There's 3, and they're like. Anyways, all right. You know what? Let's just end it there because I don't want to see Shane lose anymore.
I've never won trivia in my life. Are you telling me I just won?
All right. Bonus question worth 5 points.
Hold on. You're
What does THC stand for?
That's not fair. That's a big word.
That's a hill we can't climb. You know what I'm saying? That's a hill we can't. Tetrahydrocannabinol. You know what I mean?
Dude.
I got it.
Close.
I was there.
You were so close. You got lazy in the middle. It's tetra. Oh shit! I don't want to. Let me not screw this up. Yeah, tetrahydrocannabinol.
So I got half of it. A little over half. I got 2/3.
Yeah, 2/3.
You still don't get 2 points.
No, 2.5.
I'll give you 1.8 points.
But
He wins.
Still second
Matthew,
place.
do you have anything else you'd like to add before we cut this biatch off?
Yeah, I'd never join a fantasy football league with Shane.
Breaking news. Ya boy is the OKCTL Elite
And that's all we've got for
champion.
today, folks. Thank you. I am Brandon Fountain, and we are. All right, guys. So go ahead, Shane. Who are you?
I whipped Jake Horton's ass.
Dang it.
This one's for you, Jake. I am Shane Davis, and we are the Control Burn.
We are the Control Burn. We'll see you next week.
Let's have a great year.